In a shocking display of on-air rhetoric, Fox News host Jesse Watters crossed a line that sparked outrage across the political spectrum. His recent comments about Vice President Kamala Harris have left many viewers stunned and demanding accountability. What exactly did Watters say that was so offensive? And how did the backlash unfold? In this video, we'll break down the controversial remarks and the fierce response that followed, shedding light on the growing tensions in today's media landscape. Jesse Watters is a well-known figure on Fox News, where he has made a name for himself with his bold and often provocative commentary. As a co-host on The Five and the host of Jesse Watters Primetime, he is recognized for his sharp wit and ability to stir up conversation. Watters has built a reputation as someone who isn't afraid to push boundaries, often diving headfirst into controversial topics. This approach has earned him a significant following, but it has also led to a fair share of criticism. Watters' style of political commentary is characterized by his direct and sometimes inflammatory remarks. He often takes a strong stance on issues, delivering his opinions with a level of bluntness that can be both engaging and polarizing. Watters isn't one to shy away from making bold statements, and this has become a hallmark of his on-air persona. His comments frequently spark debates, as they tend to provoke strong reactions from both supporters and critics alike. This ability to ignite discussion is part of what keeps viewers tuning in, even if it means walking a fine line between insightful commentary and outright offense. The recent incident involving Vice President Kamala Harris is a prime example of Watters' controversial style in action. His comment about Harris, which was perceived by many as disrespectful and inappropriate, quickly became the center of attention. This incident not only drew widespread condemnation, but also highlighted the risks that come with Watters' unfiltered approach to political commentary. As we delve into the details of this particular episode, it becomes clear how his style can lead to significant backlash, setting the stage for the intense reactions that followed. Jesse Watters recently made headlines for a comment he made about Vice President Kamala Harris during a live broadcast on Fox News. While discussing Harris's potential leadership in foreign policy, Watters remarked that she might become paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. This comment quickly drew attention for its inappropriate and suggestive tone, which many viewers found to be offensive. Watters' choice of words seemed to imply a lack of competence or strength on Harris's part, wrapped in language that carried uncomfortable and unsettling connotations. The moment Watters made the comment, the atmosphere in the studio shifted noticeably. Some of his co-hosts appeared visibly uncomfortable, and one even challenged him to reconsider his choice of words. The tension in the room was palpable as the discussion momentarily stalled, with others on the panel trying to redirect the conversation. The discomfort was not just due to the content of Watters' remark, but also because it crossed a line that many felt was disrespectful and out of place. The underlying message, whether intentional or not, suggested that Harris might be easily manipulated or overwhelmed in critical situations, a notion that many found deeply problematic, especially considering the broader context of gender and leadership. Following the backlash, Watters attempted to clarify his comment, stating that his intention was not to suggest anything inappropriate. He explained that his remarks were meant to critique what he perceived as Harris's lack of strong leadership qualities, particularly in high-stakes scenarios like those faced in the Situation Room. However, this explanation did little to calm the storm. Many in the public and media felt that Watters' justification was insufficient, as it failed to address the suggestive language he used. Critics argued that his explanation sidestepped the real issue, which was the inherent disrespect in his original comment. The damage, it seemed, was already done, and Watters' attempt to walk back his words only added to the controversy. This incident not only highlighted the risks of Watters' provocative style, but also sparked a broader conversation about the language used to describe women in power and the need for more careful consideration in public discourse. Jesse Watters' comment about Kamala Harris quickly became a hot topic on social media, with users from all walks of life weighing in on the controversy. The remark spread rapidly across platforms like Twitter and Facebook, where it sparked intense discussions and drew widespread criticism. Prominent figures, including politicians, journalists, and activists, voiced their disapproval, calling out Watters for his inappropriate language. Many users expressed their frustration, arguing that such comments were not only disrespectful to Harris, but also perpetuated harmful stereotypes about women in leadership. The public's reaction was overwhelmingly negative, with hashtags related to the incident trending for hours. The media quickly picked up on the story, with different outlets offering varied perspectives on the incident. Conservative news sources tended to downplay the controversy, often framing Waters' comment as a misunderstanding or a misstep, rather than a serious offense. On the other hand, liberal and mainstream media were more critical, emphasizing the inappropriate nature of the remark and its implications for how women, particularly women of color, are treated in the public eye. The divide in coverage highlighted the ongoing polarization in media, with each side interpreting the incident in ways that aligned with their broader political views. In the wake of the backlash, there were growing calls for Jesse Waters to issue a formal apology or face consequences for his comment. Advocacy groups and public figures demanded accountability, arguing that such language should not be tolerated on a major news platform. Some organizations even started petitions, urging Fox News to take action against Waters. The incident prompted a broader conversation about the need for media personalities to be held to higher standards of conduct, particularly when their words can have significant social and cultural impacts. Fox News has yet to issue a strong official statement regarding the incident involving Jesse Waters' comment about Kamala Harris. The network has largely remained silent, which is not unusual given its history of handling similar controversies. This incident is not the first time Fox News has faced backlash over comments made by its hosts. Over the years, the network has frequently found itself at the center of debates over the appropriateness of on-air remarks, particularly when those remarks touch on sensitive social or political issues. The lack of a decisive response from Fox News in this case fits a familiar pattern, where controversial statements are often downplayed or brushed aside. For Jesse Waters, the controversy could have mixed effects on his career. On one hand, it might solidify his image as a provocative commentator, which appeals to a segment of the Fox News audience that enjoys his bold style. On the other hand, the backlash could damage his reputation, particularly among viewers who found his comment about Harris to be out of line. While it's uncertain whether Fox News will take any disciplinary action, the incident could lead to changes in how Waters approaches his commentary in the future. There's a possibility that he might adopt a more cautious tone to avoid further controversy, though it's equally possible that he will continue with his current approach, given its popularity with his core audience. Comments like the one made by Jesse Waters play a significant role in shaping public opinion, especially in a politically charged environment. Media personalities have a powerful influence on how issues are perceived by the public. When commentators use provocative or offensive language, it can contribute to an increasingly polarized climate, where discussions are driven more by outrage than by reasoned debate. This incident underscores the responsibility that media figures have to maintain ethical standards, particularly when addressing sensitive topics. The Waters incident also raises important questions about the balance between free speech and the potential harm caused by offensive rhetoric. While freedom of speech is a fundamental right, it comes with the responsibility to consider the impact of one's words. Media companies like Fox News must navigate this delicate balance, especially in the age of social media, where comments can quickly go viral and have far-reaching consequences. This situation highlights the need for ongoing discussions about where to draw the line between free expression and maintaining respect and decency in public discourse. The incident involving Jesse Waters and his controversial comment about Kamala Harris has sparked widespread debate and criticism. From the initial remark to the public backlash and media coverage, this situation highlights the significant impact that words can have in shaping public opinion. It also underscores the need for accountability in media, especially when it comes to respecting public figures. As we wrap up, we encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and check out our other videos on similar topics.